are people that we need in our lives. If we don't see them with the eye of the Lord, or the eye of the Holy Spirit, we will think these are wrong people. Sometimes be careful to look for a fish while you need a boat. Jesus was not looking for a fish. He was looking for a boat where he would preach from. There are some people who have got a boat that did not work for them. But it will work for
me.
You. Don't judge them based on their failures. Okay. Maybe let me help someone. One of the things that you really need to pass when it comes to it, and you need to do your best when it comes to it. Never judge or undermine people based on their past failures.
Very true.
Maybe they were waiting. Maybe they were waiting for you to succeed.
Musa Makamu Ministry and our loyal viewers of Table Discussion. My name is Pastor Angel Makamu, and I just want to welcome you.
Yes, salute to everyone. It's Pastor Musa Makamu, and you are all welcome. Thank you for taking your time to join us.
You know what, we always say this, but we really appreciate each and every one of you for being so loyal, knowing that every Tuesday, 7:30 p.m., you are right here with us. So big up to you. We don't take it light.
No, we'll never take it light. And yes, as we are starting, let's get ready today to just work a little bit, and we enjoy in the presence of the Lord.
We are continuing. We also love being with you, spending time with you, reading your comments, learning so much from Table Discussion, and also learning so much from you. Your comment means a lot, and we also learn. So we appreciate each and every one of you. And so make sure that you're not watching this show alone. You are also inviting your friends and families, and those that haven't liked. I see you. So please make sure that you like the page, you go to YouTube, and also like Musa Makamu Ministry, so that every single time when we post something, you can get the notification.
Yes, and let's get ready and to invite others. You invite someone, and some of them, it's not an invite actually. It's just a reminder. There are those that need you to remind them every Tuesday, then they will join. So let's remind someone out there, and we're going to have a good time.
Yes. I'm seeing people here are joining in, and we appreciate each and every one of you. We are seeing people from Centurion, we are seeing people from Cosmos City, City of Tshwane. I'm seeing people from Kempton Park. You're all welcome. So make sure that you are not watching this program alone. Make sure that you are not watching. So make sure. Good evening to everyone. And I want to ask you a question. What do you love about this show? Can you talk to us? What do you love about this show? What do you love about this show?
It's for me or for...
While they're typing.
Okay.
While they're typing.
All right. So maybe let's help people to understand. Our intro today, we're gonna do some surveys. We are with you today. So the first question, as you have been asked, is what is it that you love about Table Discussion? First, you tell us what you love about Table Discussion. After you have told us, we'll go to the next one. So, one thing that you love about Table Discussion.
Yeah.
You know what I love the most about Table Discussion. There's this time where I get feedback. We're getting feedback from people that whatever that you are talking about there, or I remember someone said to me, she said, I don't know why you never went back to talk about the subject of depression.
Okay.
Then she said, when you address that subject, I was in a very bad space. And then she said you did a series during COVID about depression. And she said, when I said a statement that you cannot just continue like that, sleeping and accepting defeat. She said, I felt like you were not in the studio. You were just there next to my bed telling me, and I woke up from that day and I have never been depressed.
That's awesome.
So feedbacks and testimonies encourages me too.
Wow.
And that's what I love. And on your side?
You know, first of all, I love that we learn a lot from the show. It's like every single time you're like, okay. Because we talk and I think I get that time to ask questions. Unlike when you're on the podium, you know, speaking. There are sometimes, of course, after the church service, I will ask you. But here I get the opportunity to ask you immediately. So to learn every single weekend, that's very powerful.
Yeah.
To discover stuff. And the other thing I love, it's more of, we are discussing so much of real things. You know, as you are talking about depression.
Yeah.
It's a good platform. You know, there's so much of stuff. So the thing of talking about real stuff that people are going through, it's something. So those that just join us, we're just asking you this question. We're going to also ask some of the questions, but the first one is, what do you love about table discussion?
So that's the first question. What do you love about table discussion?
And I'm also saying Vusi is the first one to comment, I think.
No,
it's not the first one. Oh, there's Mr. Kosa. Okay, let me start with Mr. Kosa. What I like about table discussion is getting answers of many questions I had about a lot of issues concerning my life.
Thank you for the...
That's awesome. And then Vusi saying, I love table discussion because it provides me with emotional support, comfort and guidance. Comfort, guidance, and advices. That's very true.
Yeah, so that was the first question. What do you love about this show? And the second question, where do you think we need to improve to make this show the best? What is it that we need to improve so that this show can be the best for you and your loved ones? And then while we are still on that one, so the second question, where do you think we need to improve? Yeah. So that's the second question. So I see Brenda commented there. What is it that Brenda is saying?
I don't see Brenda. Okay. I love this show. Is that I'm being empowered. I love that I'm being empowered, encouraged, and equipped on how to live a holy and a purposefully life.
Thank you for the feedback. So help us to know that you heard of the next question. Where do you think we need to improve?
Yes.
Where do you think we need to improve? I mean, as we continue with this show, because I believe this is one show that will continue for a long time.
Yeah.
For a very long time. Where do you think we need to improve? That's what you need to write right now. So
we're eagerly waiting.
Yeah. So. Yeah, today we are at the first part of the intro. You are participating with us. You are involved. It's not us talking. We are hearing from you.
We are together.
Yes, and Pastor Mlaudzi, what is he saying there?
A table discussion is a Bible study platform. Always touches on real life issues.
Okay. Thank you. And
I'm saying Apostle.
Okay.
Zika here.
And you're welcome, sir.
You're welcome. A good platform that allows for discussions on various topics beyond the pulpit.
Yes, and you must be ready. The weekend of the 6th and 7th, Apostle will be back here in South Africa, and we'll be having a very, very good time. So get ready, and you will be empowered. You'll be empowered, born to rule. That's what will be happening. Yeah, so now I hope you heard the second question. I see Mr. Baloy there. What is Mr. Baloy saying?
Okay, Mr. Gigi saying to be having a studio with physical audience.
Okay. Yeah, I would love to. Yeah, thank you.
That
You
would
for
be awesome.
Yeah, to have a studio with audience that can accommodate people. And so this one, of course, people who are watching us, they will never know. But only the one who works with us will know this one. He's saying, I think we need better equipment at studio. Yes, we've been having this equipment since before COVID. Yeah. We need to do something about it.
So it's like it's like Kilaka Leo.
Oh, it's like it's in agreement
This will
with
be
Mr.
great. This will be great.
Okay. Yeah. So that is that's the second question. Where do you think we need to improve? So I've just seen the one for Kosa and Baloy. And then where are the people today? Are we having your family with us here today? We need you. We need you. Don't worry. We'll get into some fireworks. But today I don't think we have got fireworks. So talk to us. Talk to us. Where do you think we need to improve?
Yes, as we are waiting for your answers.
So Tomele is saying table discussion is a university that we will never graduate until Jesus comes. So it's gone. It's disappeared there.
Okay.
Yeah. So Apostle saying bigger studios, live audience, and we need more short clips on social media.
Oh yes, taken.
Oh no, yeah. Noted. Say, we are going to that's going to be done. I believe the team is, and someone is taking this. Whatever you are saying here, don't worry. Let me not get ahead of myself. Then the third question is, how will you describe this show to you? This show to the people in your circle. How will you describe this show to the people in your circle? And Advocate, what is he saying?
Advocate is saying one area that needs a boost is inviting a guest for a specific topic. For example, when you're addressing mental issues, health issues, we must also have a professional psychologist or a social worker.
Thank you,
Thank you, Mr. Advocate.
Yeah, we are taking note. We are taking note. And how will you describe this show to the people in your circle?
University of Life.
Oh, that's how you'll describe it. University of Life. Okay. And we must say something about the guest. There are some we have never spoken about it. Some of the guests, when you invite them, if they send you a bill, they send you an invoice, they charge big time. And so we have tried some of the people, but most of the people to come here, they demand big money. So that's why we have stopped that thing of inviting most of the professionals. But we will work on it. And yes.
So, but now, while we are waiting for the viewers to comment on the last question, what do you think? How can you really describe table discussion to your circle? How will you describe it to your circle?
I will describe it the way God revealed before we started. That this was a platform that was going to reach people, I mean, in the comfort of their homes and wherever they are. This is the platform where you can come knowing that you are not going to be condemned.
Mm-hmm.
This is a platform that work to restore and empower people.
Mm-hmm.
This is a platform that is not here to stone or to condemn people.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Where we are real and people connect with what we are talking about.
Yes.
So that's awesome. And this is saying, I'll describe it as a platform addressing relevant issues with Bible-based solutions. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. Then Rulani Kosa is a show which covers all aspects of our life, spiritually, emotionally, social, and anything that you can think of.
Thank you.
Okay, let's hear what the people from Pietermaritzburg
Okay.
are saying. Fundo, table discussion for me has helped me to continue growing in my relationship with God, provide encouragement, and keep me accountable.
So while they are still writing, while some are still writing, why did we start with this? Why did we start with this? Today's subtopic is barriers to effective implementation.
Yes.
Barriers or hindrances to effective implementation. One of the things that causes people to fail when it comes to implementation is this thing of claiming that you know it all. You know what's right, you know what you need to do, you know what needs to be improved. You see, what you have contributed today, if we had sat down with our team and planned without asking from you, we would not have known some of the things.
Yes. Yes.
So these are some of the things when we think of the coming year, these are some of the things we are going to consider. And so if you want to implement your visions, strategies, or whatever, sometimes you must not be afraid to open up to people, to ask people to tell you sometimes what you don't want to hear.
Yeah, very true.
So what we did here today on this platform is what I do whenever a new season starts. But we're not doing it live like this. We'll ask people, different people.
Yeah.
So if you don't have people that you can ask, sometimes you end up being stuck in one place. Or you do things that are not going to help your ministry or your organization to grow.
Yeah.
So it's important sometimes to give people platform to give their input.
Yes. Knowing sometimes you might be delaying yourself, especially when it comes to progress and not being aware.
Yeah. So always sometimes allow yourself to be vulnerable. Allow someone to suggest something when it comes to whatever you are working on.
Yes.
But you need to know exactly what you are working on so that you don't just take everything. You need to know what is it that you need, and whatever that you hear, learn something from it.
Very true. Very true. Okay, let me see. We're having some comments here from, Gigi's also saying a hospital, a clinic, and a surgery.
Okay.
Okay. Busi saying, I will describe it as a platform to connect with fellow believers, share perspectives, and grow together. And then Brenda saying, a platform where we get to understand Christian life at a different level, not just at church.
Yeah. So now let's get down to... Thank you for your input. Let's get down to the barriers. Barriers to implementation. You know, the Bible is so clear when it comes to many things.
Yes.
God always directs people on what to do and what to start with. We learn that from the Bible. And if you want to learn the best way to implement whatever you work on, the book of Nehemiah is the best.
Okay. Not Matthew or John.
No, the book of Nehemiah is the best book where you can learn how to start from nothing. You end up there where you believe God is sending.
Okay.
It's very important. Why? Because many people, when it comes to implementation, one barrier that is, it's really, I've seen it in many organizations and many people, is that people fail to prioritize. People don't know what is it that I need to start with.
Okay.
What is it that I must not procrastinate? I need to work on it
now.
Now. What is it that I need to work on now? You know, as we're sitting like this, the question that we need to ask is that for this moment, for now, what is it that I need to work on?
Okay.
What is it that it's needed
For now.
for now?
Okay.
If Nehemiah, the first thing that he needed to do was to go before God, pray. He prayed for favor. He prayed for God's guidance. He prayed the prayers that were needed for where he was going. So there are some people, many of our people, they start, of course, with prayer.
Yeah. Okay.
But then very few people know where to go after prayer. So prioritize whatever that you need to work, because failure to prioritize, you will postpone, you will procrastinate, you will never implement.
Okay.
So when you discover the main thing, get down and do what you are expected. If you are to go and sit down with someone and talk to someone,
Okay.
don't say I'll talk to them. I'll talk with them in January.
Or next week or another time.
On another time. Talk to people now. So failure to prioritize is a barrier.
Okay.
And if there's something that needs to happen in my life, I need to change. Don't say I will change tomorrow. Do it now.
Do it now.
So I have decided, to say when it comes to putting things in order, I'm never going to fail to prioritize.
Okay.
I will know what is it that is expected.
And do it.
And you do it. So
I hear you.
So someone has to know what's their priority. What is it that you have been ignoring and you need to do? What is it that God has instructed you to do and you have been just taking it like...
Thank you. I will do it. I will do it this year.
Yeah.
I'll do it in 5 years' time.
I told you some weeks back about my friend who received a calling years ago, more than 20 years ago, and he said, I will not do this because I must make money first. He made money. Now the people that were ready for him to start with him are no longer there. The season has passed.
I remember.
Failure to prioritize, it's a barrier to healthy implementation.
Nice.
It's a failure. So you need to know what is it that you are expected to do.
And you spoke about the point, like Nehemiah, he went to pray. So how do we balance? Because I've seen that many people, it will be like, okay, I got this prophecy, I have this dream, I just need to pray. And it ends there. Is it because they were not supposed to pray, or they're not hearing God, or they're not clear, or they did something wrong?
Most of the time, prophecy and whatever declaration that people are given, or the vision, it does not explain implementation.
Okay, I hear you twice.
So I have seen people who have received prophecy. But prophecy does not tell you how to go about it.
Eish.
So, and you know, there are so many people who are receiving accurate prophecies. But I have answered many people, and I'll say it today here. Prophecy does not tell you which steps to take.
Okay, it doesn't tell you which steps to take.
Most of the time, prophecy will tell you about where you are going. But how to get there, that's why we need to pray for God to guide our steps. We need to talk to the relevant people to advise what to do in your journey.
It's very true. That is why, I don't know when was it, but it's not long. I was talking to someone, I'm like, I'm realizing that but the Bible is not complete. Don't take it the way it is. Because you will miss so much. Because in one word, like I remember when I was still young, I know I'm young. I'm young, but I mean, young. Or let me say, when I was in Sunday school. Okay. So you can, So now, they will ask us about the shortest verse in the Bible. And then, Jesus wept. You know that script, that verse, I know if I can give you now, that verse, I will feel like maybe I didn't understand it because there is so much in it. So because of that, we are not supposed to, what you are saying, we are not supposed to just take it the way it is to say, you're gonna be a president. Then we leave it there. As you are saying, we need people who will guide you, who will be in your circle, the circle that will even understand your language. And so it's deeper.
Yeah, it's deep. This thing is deep. It's you know, it's so sad that people are given hopes by the end product, but no one tells them for you to enjoy the fruit. You need to know, for example, if you want to have you need to know how to plant and how to do all this. There's a process.
Okay.
And if you postpone, you keep pushing backward, you will never start. And you need to know what is it that if I don't do it today, I might never get this chance again.
Wow.
What is it that if I fail to do, I might never come back and do this?
So how many of you are connecting really with this? That, you know what, I know, I always give an example about being a doctor. I say someone will just keep on postponing. This thing is 7 years, it's long time. But after 7 years of achieving nothing, when you look back, you really realize that you wasted so much time.
Yeah.
So I know that it's connected to so many of you. But you know what? I really wanted to study that thing. I really wanted to register my business. Wow. But when I look back, I should have been so far.
You see, now we are in November. There are some people who need to know that 1, 2, 3, I will never do in December. I will not spend like this. If you don't manage your spending, that can mess up your whole year.
Sure.
So you need to tell yourself, you need to decide while it's still November, what is it that is important to me? What is it that is valuable to me? What is it that I'm going to do? And what is it that I'm not going to do?
And you know, when you say that, you're reminding me that it means there's a lot of people that haven't come to a point of telling themselves what you are saying.
Yes.
Because we are always canceling people.
South Africa and Africa, we have become the community of consumers. People who just want to consume. And then most of the people who just enjoy eating, they don't think. People who enjoy spending don't think. There are some people, what needs to happen is for someone to start thinking. Implementation is for thinkers.
Okay. Can you repeat that? Can you repeat that?
Implementation is for people who think.
Who think? Sure.
People who have time to say, you know what? Because people who think, they will remember the mistake they've made in December last year. And when you think, you say, how do I avoid repeating that? And then someone will remember the mistake that has caused them not to start the business in January this year because they misused money, they went and wasted time. And then they say, this year I'm not wasting time. And now I will tell you something that I have learned over the years. I was asking myself, why many people, when they see pastors, they think they want to become like pastors.
Okay.
It's because most of the pastors, we are on the move.
We are on the move, yes.
And I want to say something.
Okay.
Is it not so said that someone will spend time with the pastor? They see the pastor saying, I'm going away to plan. I'm going to wait on the Lord. And then when come, the pastor will announce a vision in the church. But there is someone who has never gone even to the park for an hour to wait on the Lord.
Yes.
Just to go to the park and say, you know what, today I'm just going to sit there. I'm not busy with my phone. I just want to wait upon the Lord. How many people have been postponing even spending time with God? And then when pastors announce this is the year of this, I believe someone was supposed to go back home and say, family, I've spent time with God. I believe this is what God is saying concerning our family. I believe this is what God is saying about what we are to do and where we are going. So many people, they watch people spend time with God, go away for planning. You know, one of the things that really it troubled me when I was growing up, I used to see, to hear that the leadership of the church is going away for planning.
Okay, yes, I remember those.
And then, but I will check the business people, check family people, who just go for all their lives without planning.
Yeah.
And then some of you, if you don't plan, if you don't prioritize planning, waiting on God, then there's a possibility that what you were supposed to implement, you will never implement.
Yes. Yeah. Lord have mercy on us.
So there's a need. There's a need for people to go, sometimes to go away, not just for fun, but to go for planning where your family is going. Before you start with the business of the holidays, even if you can have some hours to see it and say, where are we now? What is it that we have achieved? Where are we going? And then how do we go? How are we going to get there? If you don't have time to plan for yourselves, life will plan for you.
Life will plan for you. It's very true. And life will play. That's very true. So let me read some of the comments here. Okay, Pastor Tato, you are welcome. She's saying a profound discussion. Wow, I'm blessed. And then Busi say failure to prioritize is a significant barrier to effective implementation. And we also welcome Kokwani Kazamula Obet. We welcome you, Kokwani. And thank you also, Oscar, for buying stars. We are appreciating each and everyone who's doing this. Continue to buy stars as part of supporting us as Table Discussion and Musa Makamu Ministry. I'm seeing here Tumelo is saying implementation is for thinkers, not the spenders. Yeah, that one. I think I must do something about that quote. I'm taking advices from Apostle. Yeah.
Okay.
Implementation is for thinkers. Shilombe is saying implementation is for the wise. God, please bless me with wisdom. And Pastor Mulawuti saying, without prioritizing planning, it will be difficult to implement something. Very good. Mr. Roji, implementation is for thinkers. I like this one, and it is so true.
Yeah.
And we especially welcome Shondla.
Yeah, let's continue. You know, some people, when you talk about them, you'll offer them. So let's just
No,
focus on
we just welcome.
You're
We
welcome.
see you. We see you, and we also welcome Mr. Roji.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So you know, another barrier that it's really costing big time. Lack of resources.
What? Because I was saying improvement
In equipment. And, but also I have learned something about resources because I learned from the Bible.
Yeah.
There's the lady who wanted to start the business of oil. She did not have gallons. And the prophet said to her, go and borrow these gallons or jars because you don't have enough resources. Then I will say something, and even Christ, when he wanted to start them into preaching, he did not have the boat of himself to stand on and preach.
Yes.
He borrowed the boat from Peter. Now, I want to say something to someone here. Have you ever entered into debt
Okay.
for what you believe is what you were supposed to do? And some of you, this is what you need to sort. You cancel this thing. Even I know some of you, even this December, you are happy because you have got buying power. Listen, be careful of getting into debts for clothes and food, and sometimes holidays that you don't need.
Yes.
Okay, I hope someone's getting me. Avoid debts for clothes, debts for food. Avoid buying because you have got buying power.
Yeah.
I thank God I've never opened a clothing account my entire life. And I don't see myself doing that.
Yeah.
So if you are thinking of resources, why do we fail to get the resources that we need?
Okay.
We fail to get the resources that we need because we spend money on things we don't need.
Oh, okay. We spend money on things we don't need.
So, I told a story not long ago when, with some of the friends that I had, there was a man who wanted us to get suits. And I said, I don't have equipment.
Doesn't make sense.
I remember when we bought something here on the studio, I was supposed to get suits. And I said, but we are doing this program. What is it that this suit is going to do for me? I will look good before people, but I will not be able to fulfill the vision that God has given me. Now we are reaching people beyond our borders. If I bought that suit, if I went there and say suit, not a camera.
We're not going to be here.
So
Aish.
learn to know what you spend your money on. Because many people who lack resources, it's not that they lack money.
Oh, okay. We don't like money.
No. People are so courageous to can go and spend money on something that will impress people, but will not uplift the vision.
Yeah.
So I have learned that spending on the vision, it's not a waste, but it's sowing. I'm planting. I'm addressing the issue of lack of resources. So many people end up failing to implement their vision because they don't have resources. And then some, they don't. When you check, if that lady in 2 Kings was not in good terms with the neighbors,
Yes.
there's no way those neighbors were going to borrow
Yes, the jazz.
the jars.
That's very true.
And then,
Sure, that's a very big lesson.
And I want to say something about some neighbors, that we ignore. Some of the neighbors that you need in order to get your business off the ground is the neighbor called banking institution. You know why people will never go to the bank and borrow? It's because they are already blacklisted for things they never needed.
Oh, God. Blacklisted for things that we've never needed. It's very true.
Many people in the bank or somewhere they are blacklisted because they bought something that they never needed. So make sure your name is clean when it comes to your neighbors. Neighbors are people who can borrow you their resources.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
If I don't prioritize my name, it doesn't matter what I do. My neighbors will never borrow me. Who will trust a neighbor who's careless?
Yeah.
Who will trust a neighbor who is careless? If you are a neighbor who is careless, who don't know how to manage your things, to manage your life, to manage your organization, your business and all, no one gonna trust you.
Yeah.
Can I say something? I pray a lot for people. But I've discovered that some people, they can be delivered. But deliverance will never clean a name of a careless person.
Oh, okay.
We can pray. If you continue to do things for show off, no amount of prayer and deliverance will give you your name.
So neighbors won't trust me because
There's no neighbor that can trust you.
We've messed up.
So there are resources that we need. And when we don't have them, one of the key things that I've seen is because people's names are not clean.
Yeah, these are barriers.
Yeah, lack of resources. So the causes of that is because we spend on things that we don't need.
And we can even risk our names. Look at the things that we don't need.
And some are full of pride. If they were in a position of Christ, they were never going to borrow a boat from Peter. Christ said, let me use your boat. Some people, I don't need anyone. I'll never need anything from any person. I'm okay. You are not okay. You have got no resources. So when there's lack of resources, you are not okay.
Yeah.
I'm not okay when I don't have. So I need to know how to live well with the neighbors. And I must be humble enough to know that I don't have all these things, so I can go to someone and borrow.
I need help.
I need help.
I need someone to assist me.
Okay. So
Sure.
can we just say this? Let's check your borrow habits.
Okay.
What is it that you are in debt for? Was it necessary?
Hey, that's a question that I think this one viewers, I would love you to comment there. That whatever that has made you to be in debt, was it something that you needed? Was it worth it? Will it not cost you? You find that now the neighbors don't trust you. You don't qualify. Was it really worth it? So I really believe that this one comment, this one doesn't need amen behind the camera. Yeah, it needs someone to, because I feel like when you comment, you are realizing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And let us be honest. How many of you are in debt? And what is it that has put you in there? Is it something that changed your life? Because you know why I'm repeating this point? December is here. People are going to buy things they don't need. And then come January is the time they realize their needs. You know, many people don't know their needs in December. January, they know their needs.
December is not time for needs.
Uh-huh.
That's what we tell ourselves. It's not time for needs. It's time to spend, to make people happy, to feel good when people are being spoiled.
And so the happiness that you're talking about is temporal. It doesn't last.
Yes, very true.
So let's do that. And another barrier that is there when it comes to implementation is lack of transparency and accountability.
Okay, lack of transparency.
I have learned, when I work with people, to open up to those people. And I will say this: never surround yourself with people you don't trust, because you will not be open to them. Okay.
Very true. You won't be open. You are so right.
I want you to listen to me.
Hush.
Never build a team of people you don't trust, because you become a slave. In implementation, you need people that you trust.
Yeah.
People that you will open up to. People that will help you, because the people in your circle, whether it's your mentors or it's your mentees, it doesn't matter who is in your life. If you cannot open up to them, you have got a problem.
I've got a problem.
Surround yourself with people that are trustworthy.
And it leads me to this question. The people that are in your circle, are you transparent? Are you open about what you're going through, your needs and stuff? Do you trust them with your issues?
And so, if you don't trust them, it's either you are a problem or you have surrounded yourself with problems.
Okay. Hush.
So who is the problem? There are some times when you are implementing, when you are fulfilling the vision that God has given you, sometimes you fulfill with tears. Do you have people you can trust with your pain? Do you have people that you can trust with your tears? Do you have people that you can trust with the finances? The people you can say, this is where we are. When you are making profit, do you have people that you can say, this time around God has remembered us? Or when you make profit, you hide. You only remember them when things are tough.
Yes, Lord help us. Okay, let's read the last, because I know that we don't have time. Musa saying, Lord help me manage my resources. I struggle. And then Brenda say, independent woman, what? Then Pastor Mlaudi say, help me, oh Lord, to be humble and seek help where I need it. And then saying what I love about this show or this topic is that it is so broad, not only financially. The decisions that we took in life, like career, relationships, and business, and we are in the partnership and relationship that God never approved, because it was our want, not the need. That's very important. Wow.
And the last point I will say here, another barrier to healthy implementation is when you have people who are resistant to change. There are some people who are not ready for any change. How we have done this is how we're going to do it. We are not going to change. People who are resistant to change, they become enemies of implementation. If you want to implement, be careful of creating a comfort zone for people. People will say, here, it's me.
It's me.
It's my position. I remember in a church somewhere, there was problems in that. There were many problems in the church, and the church was about to be divided, And then they were thinking, what might be the problem? Only to find that there is someone who has been in the board for a long time. And then that person now realizes that there are these young ones that are coming, they will replace me here. And then this person created chaos.
Okay.
And then the chaos that was being created is because they did not want change. And people who are resistors, who resist change are dangerous. Because even if God had spoken, they will never want you to obey God.
Yeah.
That's why Samuel said to Saul, God has chosen you and has made you king. But why did you listen to these thieves?
Yeah.
There are some people, if you surround yourself with them, you will never implement anything because they are not ready for change. And they are not prepared, they are not willing to change. Change is painful. So when we implement sometimes, we'll implement things that we have never done before.
Yeah.
How many people will be willing to see that? Listen,
Hush.
there are some stuff that you need to start now. You start this month. Before you get paid, work what you need to work on, what you need to change.
Yeah.
Before people get paid.
It's very true.
So you need to work. You need to start. Some of you need to have family meeting. You talk. I was asking some, I don't remember what it was, that when are you going to get your paid in December? And I said, okay, if it's on the 15th, then you'll have to wait until 45 days. And you have been struggling with 30 days. Hey, good people. After December, some of you have got 40 days. 40 days and 40 nights before you get paid.
Yeah.
Don't spend as if you are going to get paid on the 1st of January.
Yes.
And I know some are not aware. When they pay you early, they don't mean spend early.
Yo.
All right.
Ichayili. Wow. What a show. What a show. I just want to encourage you, viewers. I'm really blessed. And I just want to encourage you that create time, even tomorrow, even Thursday and Friday. Go back to this. Watch. Write down. Challenge yourself. Because these are the things that are going to make you whether win or lose December. And these are the things that are going to make you, whether you enjoy or you not enjoy, and you're full of regret when you come to 2025 and many more years to come. So make sure that tonight's show, hey, it's a course that doesn't have certificate, but that will give you enjoyable moments and results.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. And I really believe that these are topics that are relevant for this time.
Yeah.
Before people makes mistake. You know what? I'm seeing here, I saw a Brenda saying something about people are going to have pressure to buy someone an air fryer kaka December. You know, when you are going there, you hear Pastor Makamu in your don't.
Yeah.
Don't. So we know that you're a good student and we are going to come back with, wow, I've been struggling for the past years, but I've made it. We are believing in you. We know that you can do it. So come and watch this show again and again and again and again so that you can remind yourself. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us.
And you know, some of these subjects and topic will be breaking them down this week in our DFC men's camp. We are having men's camp this weekend. So if you have got your husband, your brother, or your uncle don't worry, we'll be tightening the screws this weekend. We'll be
Aligning.
we'll be changing some oil and all, so that they can come back home. I mean, align and all. So, listen, will be having our men's camp. It will be the first one in the Peaceful Stream.
Yeah.
So we'll be there from Friday, and then until Sunday. So all the men that wants to come, you can contact us if you want your men to come, and then the registration is 1.6, and then for the weekend, and there will be we'll be waking and really empowering men, and I can tell there are men who will come back home different. So release them, ladies, let them come, and I still expect more to register so that we can have good time.
Mm-hmm. Someone is saying, saying, Pastor, the pastor must write a book about this topic, because part 3 and 4 won't be won't be the end. You know what? I agree with you. And Pastor Sophie, I believe you are watching and you are noting this one down. Yeah. We are out of here. We love each and every one of you. We are going to see you again next week, Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. right here on Musa Makamu Ministry for Table Discussion Show. We love and appreciate each and every one of you. And we say to all of you, Alebano, Mlungwa Makamu, Shalom.